بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم الحمد لله رب العالمين والصلاة والسلام على نبينا محمد وعلى آله وصحبه أجمعين. My dear students, I hope that you are all fine. Inshallah, I'm going to record videos explaining the lectures we have taken earlier in this course. This is lecture number 1. It is about stress in simple words. It is chapter 10 on page 73. In a string of syllables, one syllable is often described as being the strongest among them. The syllable is often perceived and or produced as being stronger than the others. Thus, a syllable is made strong in terms of perception and production as well. So whenever we have a word with more than one syllable, 2, 3, 4, 5 syllables, one of these syllables is supposed to be the strongest among the group. And this strength is often called prominence, al-buruz. A strong syllable is going to be prominent in terms of how we hear it and how we produce it. Normally, a strong syllable is made while exerting more muscular effort. This means that muscles that are responsible for expelling air from the lungs are often more active. So whenever we produce a strong syllable, a stressed one, we should exert more activity. And this activity is going to make the syllable stronger than neighboring syllables in the same word. Actually, it's not an easy task to identify which syllable is the strongest in a given utterance. However, this task can be made easier when using instrumental analysis, such as speech analysis software, Pratt, Audacity, PsychoPy, etc. These speech analysis software can identify the strongest syllable in an utterance, which is to be stressed. But since we are learning and teaching English without having this facility of speech analysis instruments, we should depend on several factors that make a syllable prominent and stronger than other syllables in the same utterance. The first among these factors is loudness. A syllable that is strong and should attract the stress in an utterance is made and heard, that is produced and heard, as louder than other syllables. So if a syllable is made louder than others, it's most likely to be the stressed and the strongest syllable. The second factor is called length. So a strong syllable is supposed to be longer than others, longer than the other syllables in the same utterance. So whenever you pronounce a strong syllable, it should be pronounced with extra length compared to other syllables in the same utterance. Pitch level. A syllable that is produced with a high pitch level is often chosen to be the stressed one in an utterance. On the other hand, a syllable that is produced with a low note, that is with less vibration of the vocal cords, is considered unstressed syllable. So the higher the pitch, the more possibility that the syllable will attract the stress. The lower pitch level, the less possibility that this syllable is going to be stressed. Quality. And when we talk about quality, we are concerned with the rhyme of the syllable, the rhyme which includes the vowel and the coda, the vowel and what comes after the vowel. So when we talk about prominence, when we talk about stress placement, the onset, that is the part before the vowel, is irrelevant here. We don't pay attention to it. We pay attention to the structure of the vowel and the consonant or consonants that come after the vowel, which is collectively known as the rhyme. Normally, the syllable which has a different quality from other syllables in the same utterance is most likely to be the strongest and the one that attracts the stress. But an important note to be made here is that these factors often work together to make a syllable more prominent and hence stressed. We should consider them all before deciding that if that syllable is stressed or not, strong or not. Now, we go to levels of stress. Actually, we don't have one level or two levels of stress. We have several levels. It's not a situation of plus minus, either the syllable is stressed or not. We have actually some levels in the middle. So though the discussion above hints at a plus minus analysis of stress, this is not totally true. Actually, we have degrees or levels of stress that we may find between the plus and minus, between the stress and the unstressed syllable. What are these levels? Okay. Often the strongest syllable in utterance is stressed and given primary stress. This is the first level, primary stress. This is the top. And the syllable that is very weak, which is unstressed, is the other end point of the scale. So at one end point of the scale, we have the primary stress. At the other end point of the scale, we have the unstressed syllable. But what are the levels in between primary and unstressed? Sometimes we have a syllable that is strong but not given primary stress because there is a stronger syllable in the utterance which will take the primary stress. So if a syllable that is strong but not given primary stress, we often give it secondary stress. That is the second level. The second level. We have another level actually, which is concerned with weak syllables that are not the weakest in the group. So we have strongest, strong, weakest, and weak. This kind of syllable is not unstressed, but often given a tertiary stress. So we have 4 levels of stress: primary, secondary, tertiary, and unstressed. I have summarized these levels here. Primary stress is the strongest syllable. Secondary stress is also strong, but here we have a stronger one. Tertiary stress is weak, but we have a weaker one. That is the unstressed syllable. These are the level of syllables we have in English. But maybe for your best and good luck, let me say, we are not going to deal with all of these levels in this book. We only pay attention to primary stress and the unstressed syllables. Okay? Thanks for listening. See you soon. Bye-bye.